the footsteps of Tyr.
Tell me it's a bad thing. Being with you is distracting.
More trespassers! I will not allow you through! Let you through! My sacrifice will keep these all safe! A small victory. I will eliminate you! Forgive me.
I thought that was the end of the dungeon. I guess not. Guess not, huh?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Look, Titan pawns have come to stop us. Let us see who can be rid of the most first.
Ha! I'll burn them to ash before ye ever get a chance to blow them away. Even the memories of you will be cinders.
The winds are always in my favor.
build a new world, free from their corruption. You're gonna get your death. Nothing can stop us.
I think that's got to be it, right? Yeah, that's it. Alright, teleport back to dungeon. I don't know how much experience these follower dungeons give. We'll have to take a look. Okay, when I teleported back to the dungeon, it didn't take me to the quest giver. Let's see if we can just run back, I guess. Wait, I'm confused. How did I not kill this person? We killed everything, didn't we? Enter the halls of infusion. Primal tsunami defeated. Whatever. I'm confused. I guess we killed everybody except one person. I don't see him though. Maybe over here? I don't know. You know, let's ask these guys to tell us where to go. I'll keep you safe, follow me. Let's see where they take us. Nowhere. He's like, I'll keep you safe, follow me, nowhere to go, you've done everything. Okay, well, let's go ahead and leave the instance.
The Naru have not forgotten us. Live another day.
Yeah, little dragon. Here's my little dragon. I'm sorry for you to comment. Whatever. I've got a bunch of different characters I'm leveling right now. I'm leveling a Death Knight, an Unholy Death Knight. I'm leveling this character, and I'm probably going to start leveling my sub rogue. See if we can get all three of them to 60 or to 80. I'm a little confused as to why this quest hasn't completed.
Hello, stranger. Blessings upon you. Favor the road traveled by few.
Yeah, I think I just basically screwed up and left before he completed that bit.
Warm wishes to
Okay.
may the light embrace you.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like the abilities are weird. I'm not a big fan of hitting a button and having to hold it down, or hit a button and wait a certain amount of time and hit it again. It kind of interrupts the flow of combat. but I'm getting good. I'm getting better with it. You know. I don't mind the dragon. I mean, there's certain things about the Dracula that's pretty fun, but the biggest problem is like when I do PvP with this character, I feel very squishy. Like I don't really have many defenses. I mean, I just have like flying. I mean, my self heal is not really that big. I mean, it heals me for what? For 401 health, which is not a lot of health. If I do this, it heals me for 409 health. Well, I've got 3,800. So if that heal should be more around like 1,000. Huh? It should be more like 1,000 heal, not a 400 heal. It's too weak.
The Legion's end draws near.
All right, we've got our Light's Embrace, Trinket, and let's take a look at our talents here. And let's see. You can go with your stamina is increased by 8%, which is obviously nice. Magic damage taken is reduced, also very nice. Increase the hover. Let's go ahead and increase our stamina. So I had 3,800 health. Now we got 4,300. So pretty good increase. Let's go to. So we did. Join battle. Let's do. What is this? Defeat the jealous. Sure, why not? And then random specific dungeons.
Can I help you? Farewell. Have a good one.
Hello, stranger. So long. See you.
So you'll see here, like, how squishy I am. Oh, we got another PvP talent. We want... We've already got Crippling Force. Let's grab Unburdened Flight. Why does this look so different to me? The graphics look different, like the gates. It looks different. No, maybe not. Maybe I'm just freaking out. We have one healer. Yikes. And the Horde only have one healer as well. I'm going to stick with my group here. Hey, Laser. Yes, I've got the Devastation Evoker. I always wanted to give it a go. I tried playing Evoker only once before, and when Dragonflight first came out, and I found it really clunky, the channel abilities. So it's definitely tough. And I don't have, like... Here, let's... Oh, shit. Trying to get away from... There's a Drakthir warrior? What? What are you talking about? Are you serious? There's a Drakthir warrior? That sounds kind of cool. The new patch opens up a whole slew of classes for the race. Yeah, I thought I saw something like that from Venruki, where he said that there was going to be some new... So, yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think that's great. I think they should have... Shit. I think they should have that. Damn it. This rogue's going to get me. It's weird though. I mean, what are the animations gonna look like? I'll have to go to YouTube and just see if I can find some some video or something of what it looks like. And I'm sure I can find some videos or something, but I mean, given a choice, I mean, what's the benefit of playing a Drakthir as a warrior? I mean, racial I mean, I don't even know what racials they have. Flight and stuff. It's like, what's the real benefit, you know? They have tail slap. Expuzin. What's up, man? Yeah, tail slap's kind of cool. I mean, I use the tail slap and the, what is it, the wing buffet or something? Yeah, wing buffet, tail slap. Those are both really nice. I do feel like here. Let's see. We'll just go here to protect my buddy here. Because right here we could use wing buffet to get the rogue out of stealth, but we're not going to do that. We're going to hold on. Man. Let's see. Ooh. Let's do here. Do some movement here. Take him out. Kind of wonder where that rogue's at. Let's go ahead and grab the. Let's let him get the. Okay, he's. I'm gonna grab the health just so the horde doesn't. Rogue. Okay. It won't let me get on there. Oh, I did.
You can kiss your
See,
ass goodbye.
here's the problem you run into. Like, if I get like a hunter or something on me, it's pretty rough. All I can do is try to heal myself or something. I'm pretty much gonna die. Oh wait, I got. What is this? I have a new ability? Blessing. Weave the threads of time, reducing the cooldown of major movement ability. I didn't even know I had this. This is like a new skill. Okay. I didn't even know I had that. I just thought I was dead, but then somebody came over and healed me, so. Unlike evokers, they can also do combat in visage form. Oh, so that's. I think that's a good move. That's definitely a good move. So you can basically don't have to be in dragon form, because I just don't think that would be good, you know, to like not be able to do that, because people want to see like cool looking gear, you know. Boom! I just annihilated that guy. But that was a using a pretty long cooldown to do it. 2-minute cooldown for the instant cast Eternity Surge. But Eternity Surge hits so hard. Oh wait a minute, here we go. Let's get the flag carrier. Think I can kill this guy? Well, let's find out. Oh! Okay, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Nobody came to help me. I'm like, I'm dead. I fucked up. I couldn't get my freaking. I'm still not used to these channeled abilities, man. I'm still not used to like dropping down the dragon breath and stuff. It's still. It's gonna take me a while on getting used to this in PvP. It's the first time playing Devastation Evoker, and only the second time ever even playing the Drakthir. It's going to be interesting to see, like you said, Laser. It's going to be really interesting to see how that works for other classes. I do think Tail Swipe is a really cool ability for warriors, but I mean, really, as a warrior, you're trying to stick to your target. You're not really trying to knock the target back. But that would just be good for like an interrupt. I'm sure that's going to interrupt like a spell cast. So, yeah, isn't augmentations kind of like a tanky class? If I remember correctly, augmentation is kind of tanky. I definitely want to try augmentation. It's definitely a class I want to try out, but, you know, I've already got a tank. You know, I'm already really, really good on the Protection Warrior, so it's kind of like, you know, killing blow. It's more like support. Yeah, but Supatees was saying he didn't like it for Arena, for like Arena World Championships, and he also was saying that he felt it was more akin to like a tank. We do need more support classes, though. As you know, I've put quite a few posts and comments on Venruki's videos, you know, talking about how, you know, we need to stop bashing tanks. We need to have more tanky support type roles. They just haven't set them up correctly yet. See, this is what gets me, though. I don't do well against hunters because I don't have the. Okay, let's try something here.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Now, why didn't my deep breath go? This is what I don't like about this class is I casted deep breath right there. I stretched it out, hit the click button, and my character did not do anything. She didn't cast it. And I've had issues where, but I'm pretty sure where Eternity Surge, like I start to cast it and then it just casts. Like, you know, and I've gone into the UI and changed it, so I don't like the, was it interrupt? It probably was an interrupt, unfortunately. But yeah, I really struggle against hunters at this level. Like every time I run against a hunter, I'm always kind of, you know, I was going for the deep breath because I wanted to stun him. I figured if I could have got the stun off and then done another, what is it called? Another disintegrate, I might have had a chance. But I think you're right. He probably did interrupt me. Maybe it was a scatter shot or something. Didn't feel like though. I felt like he was doing like rapid fire or some shit. How am I doing? Oh, I'm not going to tell, are we? No. We'll see at the end of the match what my damage is. We will see at the end of the match how my damage is doing. But yeah, at this level, you're really squishy on the Evoker. Alright, we're going to try it now, right? Oh. Yeah, he's focusing me. He knows I'm the threat, right?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Notice how he kept focusing me? Like he was like using his rooting arrow against me. He was doing everything to stop me. He even tried to trap me, but I deep breathed over the trap. But he recognized me as the danger. That was, you know, that was a smart hunter. He's like, I know that the Devastation's the real threat here. So here you see I did, you know, 38,000 damage. I wasn't in combat a lot, but that hunter was the one that I struggled against. I'm assuming that was the one. Let's see. I hate how I have to wait for this to load. We didn't used to. Yeah, see? So I was struggling against the hunter, but it was that hunter, and he was doing 97,000 damage, so he was obviously the heaviest DPS person in this battleground. But still, right there, I kind of sort of outplayed him. But I was able to deep breath over his trap, and then, you know, was able to get him. But he, you know, obviously there were 10,000 people helping me. So I like it. I mean, I definitely like Devastation. I was watching. Ooh, is this like Blackrock Depths? Super awesome. Oh man, this is awesome. One of my all-time favorite dungeons, Blackrock Depths. You gotta love that. Do I have any more AoE? Not really. I don't really know what to... Is that it? It's just like a... I guess that was it. Yeah, so you can see the Demon Hunter did a lot more damage than me. I think he was probably higher level than me. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to see what his level was. You like flying? Yeah, I like... Oh, yeah, flying's cool. Like, this is, like, super... Yeah, you're right. Like, it's very, very cool looking, you know? Yeah, I agree with you. The flying on Dracthera is really cool. The only thing I don't like about it is I can't... Like, when I'm on a mount, what I like about being on a mount, like here if I get on my mount, is that if I'm flying on my mount, I can, like, jump off my mount. So let's say I'm, like, flying to, like, a targeted location, like Maybe I'm gonna get this herb or something, and it's like right on the edge of this mountain here, and I'll just like leave my mount like this and just kind of glide to the spot, which I like a lot better. So if I could, I love being on a mount and being able to dismount and just fly through the air to where I'm trying to go to. Usually for like when I'm doing herbs or mining or something like that. So that's one thing I like about a mount over the track theater flying. All right, so let's do another battleground. Keep doing battlegrounds because I need to keep we need to keep practicing that. Should we do? Yeah, let's just do a dungeon. Why not? I don't really want to do dungeons, but it's good XP. It's good leveling speed. Yeah, it's definitely cool. I think the one thing that I've been, the one thing that's kept me playing WoW is just trying different characters in retail because they're so different. Because I'm not really a retail player, so. Yeah, you can toggle. I don't think I have that on. I'm not sure if at this level if you have that. I think I do. Let's see. It is a level requirement, I think, before you get that. Yeah, see, let's see. Yeah, see, I don't see it yet. Pretty sure you have to be a certain level before they give you the toggle. I'm pretty sure. So what is this Blessing of the Bronze? Weave the threads of time, reducing the cooldown of a major movement ability for all party and raid members by 15% for an hour. So this is just like a buff that I throw up all the time, like just right? Interesting. You think it's the skywriting tank? No, I mean I know what it looks like. I know what the icon looks like, and it's not in here. It's got this like kind of swirly thing to it. Yeah, I don't see it. So. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's inside of this? Yeah, there it is. It's right here. Yeah, good call. So you're saying you can do that even when you're so what does that so does that make dragon flying not? Oh, I see. It's so weird. Well, the camera's like screwy though. The camera's not right. See how the camera looks? It's not. Yeah, it doesn't work quite as well. Here, let me show you. Let's see. Or maybe I'm just not. Yeah, I guess it is right. Is the camera locked? Looks like the camera's locked. I guess I've just been so used to dragon riding. Let's go ahead and also. Do we have combat mode on? We do, right? Yeah, we're offset camera. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Can I do that while I'm in the air? Yeah, I can. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I could actually jump off like a high point. Like you see what I did there? That's kind of cool. You can jump off a high point and just glide, and then you can switch into your hover, and that way you can use your disintegrate while you're coming down from a death. It's like a death from above. Death from above. All right. Yeah. Biff. Just biff. Oh man. I'm hitting the wrong button. Shit. I'm so used to having my like ranged spells on 2, but on this particular character I use it on 3. And the reason I do that is because shift 3 heals me. This one's gonna heal me. Also this is my cleanse, and that's my this heal, which is really quite weak to be honest. I'm gonna assume that's a lot stronger if you're an actual healer. I'm hoping that the Emerald Blossom is a lot stronger if you're actually spec'd into the healer class. Another talent point. Ooh, this one looks like a pretty impressive looking skill. What keybind are we going to put it on though? I think I'd rather have this one on. We'll figure it out later. I don't like that keybind. So what does this do? It says erupt with Draconic Fury and exhale Pyre. Pyre is at 3 enemies. Which one's Pyre? Okay, so Pyre is my fireball thingy that I toss out. And also my Essence Burst chance to occur is increased by 100%. So that means when I cast Azure Strike, I should be proccing free Devastations, I think, every single time. So that'll be cool, right? Let's try it out. Yeah. Just non-stop. Just non-stop devastation.
Now I have a story.
Who's stealing our meat?
May your steps be sure and your catch secure. Now I have a story to tell.
Here, come for us, meat thieves. We rip you apart. What you waiting for? Bring us meat thieves.
We'll remember.
Here, come for us, meat thieves. We rip you apart.
I take stolen meat from your bones! Water! Fix our meat! No! Oh, didn't cut deep enough.
What sheets are you talking about? I don't know what sheets you're talking about. I hope people aren't cheating. I haven't seen too many. I mean, I've seen cheats in WoW, of course, all the way back to, to classic WoW. I mean, there's been cheats in WoW for a long time, but I'm not really sure what cheats you're talking about. Or maybe you're talking about specific cheats? Oh, you mean bots? Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. There's tons of bots. I thought you meant like player cheats, like people like. But yeah, oh yeah. There's tons of bots. There's battleground bots. People doing BGs and botting and setting up their characters to just bot and BGs for honor, and people doing bots to farm stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hate that shit too. Yeah, I wish they would stop that too. But honestly, Blizzard doesn't want to stop that because it makes them money. I mean, every bot is. Some Asian farmer's got to have an account, so they're making money off the accounts that those guys are buying, so. But yeah, I agree with you. I wish we didn't have bots either. But I don't think there's an MMO I've ever played that doesn't have bots. I mean, WoW's pretty bad. Some games are way worse. Lineage 2 is the worst game I've ever seen for bots. But yeah, it does suck. I agree with you on that one. Yeah, Lineage 2 is the worst game I've ever seen for bots. I mean, like last time, if you log into Lineage 2 right now, the game is just, you'll just walk around, all you'll see is bots. I mean, they're everywhere. It's the most abusive bots I've ever seen in any MMO. I mean, it's so bad. I mean, I can't even play the game. I can't play a game that has that many bots. So.
Strong meat.
Yeah, I had a spell howler named Mogadian of all names, which of course is from Robert Jordan. That was back in the day. That was back when most people didn't even know the Robert Jordan novels. At least not they weren't mainstream like they are now. Wheel of Time. I'm talking about Wheel of Time.
to me, clever.
Man, this shaman's doing some crazy DPS. You see that?
Myself. Everything rots away in the end. I control decay. I claim everything. I will wither this world and eat its bones.
How do I blink back? I didn't know I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could do that. How do I do I just hit the button again or something? I didn't know I could do that. I'm a total noob, you know. I'm brand new to this damn club. To this character. That's why you're here, Laser. You got to tell me how to play this game. That's why you're here. Look, we're like, look, we're like puking or something.
I will claim your withered bones, your homes, everything.
So if I do, let's see, I don't, they're both on cooldown now, but let's see. Well, they want to do another one. That's fine by me. So if I do this, you're saying click on it and then, well, that one, not that one, because that's not enough movement ability. So basically just deep breath, right? Are you sure you can go back? Click on that and then reset your position. I'll try that. I had no idea. I had no idea, man. That's how much of a noob I am.
Alex charged us with protecting the life pools from the primalists. I pray they have not infiltrated too deeply. Ensure the eggs are safe and eliminate any threat on these sacred grounds.
All right, so let's try it. So if I do this, okay, it didn't work. It didn't do it. I don't know how to do it. Like, do I just click? Because like the way mine is set up.
Reinforcements!
I don't know. I'll have to try it when we get out of the dungeon or something. But...
Protect Melidrusa. She must continue her work. Allow them no further.
Do the action bar. I didn't think you could do that. Let's read the tooltip. Where's the tooltip? Where is deeper out there? Hold on a second, I'm looking. Here. Taking a deep breath, remove all root effects. You are immune to movement. See, I don't see anything in here that tells you can go back. Are you sure? Are you sure you can go back? Is it a... Yeah, well...
If only you could have understood the righteousness of our cause. Such a pointless death. I will not allow you to disturb Meladrusa's work.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hitting every button. I'm hitting every button. They doing anything? Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I did it wrong. So, if it is...
My allies sacrificed themselves so that I
Okay, I got an idea. I got another thing I can try.
You will not interfere. Welcome to the planet. I consume you. Welcome to existence. I am sorry, but I need your strength, little ones. Everyone's here. No, these belts are pure. They will show you the truth. I consume you!
Good work, champion. Now that you have secured the tools below, I require your aid above. Areas. You must clear them to get to her. I will keep watch from above while I confront the dragon who is leading this assault.
Quickly, take the eggs. Save as many as you
Welcome to the fallout.
Alright, so we're going to try here. What we're going to do is we're going to throw it out, right? And then I'm going to mouse wheel up again. And it didn't work. Okay. Damn. I was basically just using the same keybind. The same keybind that throws out the target. I used the same keybind hoping it would return me. Hey, what's up, James? How's it going, man? Yeah, I was using the same keybind. So you can see my keybind is mouse wheel up. My keybind to start casting Deep Breath is mouse wheel up. And so I mouse wheel up and then I left click to actuate it. And then I mouse wheeled up again to try to do the teleport back, but I did see some sort of a visual thing, so maybe I was too late. So we'll try it again here when it's ready. Not ready yet.
The last pool is safe. She is exposed. Attack that primalist before she can summon reinforcements.
Okay, so we're going to mouse wheel up, left click. Yeah, and it doesn't, I can't get it to send me back. Yeah, I don't know. I tried doing mouse wheel up again. I even tried doing mouse wheel up and left click again, which is the same thing I do to kind of send it out and actuate it. I just got nailed. But that didn't work, so.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Vile monster! I protect these life pools. No!
I don't know if I was supposed to talk to this dragon, but I did. So I don't know where he's taking me. Take me to the entrance, maybe? To like turn in the quest, maybe? I have no idea. Oh, he took me out of the instance. That's pretty cool. Target not line of sight. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm still trying to get used to deep breath. Like there it said not in line of sight, but it was because I extended it past the step here. Once I stopped the deep breath here, it worked. But even though the enemy was here and I extended deep breath to here, it wouldn't work, which is weird. You would think that wouldn't make a difference. So there's like all these little nuances to, you know, to some of these abilities. Yeah, you can do that maybe after this dungeon, yeah. Sure. I mean, I'm just hitting the keybind. Like my keybind is mouse wheel up. So I'm hitting mouse wheel up, and near the end of deep breath, I'm hitting mouse wheel up again, and it's not doing anything. Is that what you're doing? I mean, I'm assuming you're hitting the keybind, and then at the end of deep breath, you're hitting the keybind again. I would assume, right, to go back, but it ain't doing shit for me. Are you on a healer? Is it different for healer than it is for DPS? I mean, I don't know. I'm very new to this class, so. Works the same for both? Okay. Hmm. Oh, he landed on me? The big with the dragon here died, he landed on me and stunned me. That was pretty cool, actually. They should put more stuff like that in the game. No, apparently a dragon fell on him. That's a great dungeon master who does that. You gotta make it. You gotta make things have consequences. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta make that. You gotta make that saving throw. Failed that saving throw, didn't you?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
No save. See, another instance of where I can't use those targeting abilities because of, I guess, just obstructions in the terrain. Very annoying.
Do you not see what that wretch Tyr has done?
Oh, did I miss? Probably.
The elemental will cleanse the water.
I seek you can kiss your ass goodbye.
Flay you alive. One more word and you won't survive.
It's kind of like, what, Skolo with Strathome? Dark Master, whatever his name is, where he like puts you in the other room.
See right through you anyhow.
Pretty funny. And Dark Master Gelder, I don't know, or something like that.
I won't ease your
Gandling, thank you. Remember when he ports you in the other room? That's what it feels like on this one here.
You'll be waiting in vain. I got nothing for you to
Couple of upgrades, it's cool. Alright, thank you. I'm out. I'm gonna decline this one. Because I gotta go to the bathroom. Yeah, let me go to the bathroom, and then when I come back, we can
and just
We'll take a look at if we can get that working the way you say it works. But I don't see anything in the tooltip that says you can do that, but if you can do it. Alright, I'll be right back in a minute.
I will soothe your pain. I will ease your strain. You'll be waiting in vain. I got nothing for you to gain. Eyes on fire, your spine is ablaze. Feeling any forward my gaze. And just in time, in the right place. Steadily emerging with grace.
Alright, so I wonder if it's because of the particular keybind I'm using,
Hey there.
which would suck.
Careful. Safe travel. See you around. Be careful. Farewell. Have a good one.
Okay, so let's see, talents. And more talent. What level am I? Level 34? Alright, I think we leveled a couple times there. So we picked up this ability. The flames of life surround you for 8 seconds. While this effect is active, 100% of the damage you take is healed back over 8 seconds. That's actually a really, really good thing. I like that. I also like how when you hover over abilities in here, it highlights them on your bar. Notice how, like, if I hover over an ability here, it'll, at least it should. Except I don't see Verdant Embrace. Oh, it's because I'm currently mounted, that's why. Anyways, I digress. I'm supposed to pick up this skill, where this one. This is going to interrupt an enemy spellcasting. Unfortunately, the keybind I used for that is Z key, and I'm currently using that for hover, which kind of sucks. We may have to move that to, I don't know, something else. We've got mouse wheel up. We could do it. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. And then let's see. Casting an Empower spell extends the duration of Dragon's Rage by up to 5 seconds. That's pretty amazing. Now, an Empower spells are really the only ones I have are Animosity. And the other ones we could possibly have picked up would be this one. Living Flame deals 20. I hardly ever use. I don't know if Living Flame is something I need to start using more often, but let's go ahead and grab this one. And we got a Battleground, so let's check out this Battleground. So the powered abilities are, I only have 2, right? I mean, this is an empowered ability, Fire Breath. Oh, well, I guess actually, theoretically, Landslide, wouldn't that be? How do we know what an empowered ability is? We know for sure that Eternity Surge is. When empowered. This one doesn't say anything about empowered, and this one, yes, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, yeah, but what about, so basically the ones I have really are Fire Breath, not Fire, I'm sorry, Eternity Surge, and yeah, and Fire Breath. Those are the channeled ones. Now we've got an interrupt here, which normally, like I said, I use Z for interrupt, so this has got to be on a keybind that's really quick and fast to use. And what is this skill here? Switch flight style. That's fine. Okay, let's Let's switch it to this. So what we're going to do is we're going to make shift space hover. Control space is going to be tip the scales, and then we'll take the interrupt back to what I normally use for interrupt, which is the Z key. That should work. Why is the menu not working? Escape key's not bringing up the menu right now. Oh, fuck's audio.
There's a rich azurite deposit below us, heroes. Get down there and collect all you can. If those horde marauders get in your way, put them down.
Alright, this ought to be interesting. Horde, boom. Oh, this is going to be easy. There's no horde in the game hardly at all. Alright. Zoom out the camera. I'm going to head over to this one. Here. And so far I don't see a single horde, so that kind of sucks. I hate these battlegrounds where you get in and it's like there's only 5 horde, but there's 10 alliance. It sucks because the horde will just give up. Yeah. There are some horde over here though. They left. Like, they were coming up behind me, and then they saw how many horde there were. They're like, fuck that. They left us. They left us. But that's not what I'm going to do. Are they still fighting for that? No, they finally got it. All right, now we're gonna finally get a battle here. Let's do this.
Supplies incoming. Grab them, champions.
Well, that was kind of sucked. Blew my what is it called? My Dragon Rage, and then there was nobody to use it on. So that kind of sucked. Took me a second to remember that I moved that to my keybind on that one. It was shift space, but I moved it to control space. Took me a split second to remember that. That's why I didn't get that that cast off faster. Oh, Hunter. Let's go ahead and put up our protection ability here. Don't really need it. My skill that heals me for 100% over. It's this one here. Just in case the Hunter focused me, but he didn't, so that was a waste of a cooldown. Now we got another Hunter. It's a healer. I'm not going to mess with the healer right now. Here's that big dragon roar. Alright. Let's go. This hunter's like running for his life. Run away! Run away!
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, Biff! Biff, Biff, Biff.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Spotted more Azerite eruptions around the island. The locations are marked on your map.
Yeah, we got a few more skills now, so I don't feel like I'm quite so squishy. I have a few more ways to kind of mitigate damage. How's my damage looking? 33,000, so not
Supplies incoming.
Not-
Grab them.
the hunter's doing the most, but too bad for him, he's losing. Too bad for him. A dragon riding a mouse. Very unusual. Come on, no, come on. We gotta get into the, there's so few combat to be had here. Let's get in the game. Oh man. It's like I can't. I wanted to get into a battleground where it was even teams.
For the Alliance.
So here's the thing. I mean, I don't need to see you do it, Laser, because I mean it's pretty straightforward, right? I have a keybind, which is mouse wheel up. I press mouse wheel up to start. You know, here we got to start my dragon. What is it? Dragon's breath, deep breath, and then, you know, theoretically, if I hit that again, you're saying it's supposed to port me back, but it's not doing that. Okay, so we grabbed Animosity, which casting a power spell extends the duration of Dragon's Rage. So what we can do to make that work is we can proc Dragon's Rage, Shift D, and then we can proc Tip the Scales, because that'll make Eternity Surge an instant cast. So basically, you know, we can basically go Dragon's Rage, maybe throw out like a Disintegrate, pop Tip the Scales, pop Eternity Surge. That will increase the duration of Dragon's Rage by 5 seconds, and then we can go right back into, you know, doing our Disintegrates. Because currently it says for 18 seconds, so it's going to push it up to 23 seconds. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but that's just the way I'm looking at these talents. Looking at these skills, that's how I probably would try to proc that empowered ability. I would just go ahead and use Tip the Scales. So whenever you use Dragon's Rage, you probably should always, I would imagine, you would always want Tip the Scales to be available. If you could. I mean, obviously, you're not always going to be able to do that. So there's this ability, Eternity Surge deals 50% increased damage to your primary target, which is pretty good, especially for PvP. Got this one, Eternity Surge and Shattering Star hit twice as many targets. That's interesting. And I'm just looking at talent points. These are PvP. Fire Breath deals 15% more damage. That's obviously good. Eventually, we're going to get this ability here. During Deep Breath and Dragon Rage, you gain the maximum benefit of Mastery Giant Killer regardless of targets. I'm not sure what Mastery Giant Killer means. I have no idea. If we go, got it. If we go here and we type in Giant Killer, the only thing we can see is here. So it might be something in the new talent tree, maybe. Don't know. Okay, not sure. And what else? So we also need to pick up this one. Living Flame deals, like I said, I don't really use Living Flame that much. And then also Heat Wave, Fire breath deals. So let's go ahead and grab out of all of these, which one's going to help me the most right now? For PvP. We don't. This is another one. Yeah, layways. Deep rest damage is increased. Yeah, let's grab that one. All right. I don't have Dreamflight. So yeah, again, here's deep breath. Right, it doesn't work. Let's try putting on a different keybind. Let's put it on. I don't know. Let's just put on C as a test. Right. So I hit C. I put this out here. Right. I'm going to left click because if I hit C, it doesn't do anything. Right. I'm gonna left click. Right. I'm gonna left click to start doing my dragon, whatever it's called, deep breath. Is that what it's called? Yeah, so we're going to click the C button. We're going to release the C key. Then we're going to drag this around. Then we're going to left click somewhere. And it's going to go into the animation of flying. And then at the end, I'm going to hit the C key again. And theoretically, according to you, Laser, I should go back to where I started. See? It doesn't do that. Not only does it not do that, there's nowhere here in this tooltip that says you can do that. That. See, Dreamflight's preservation only. And honestly, in watching Arena World Championships today, it shows on mine, but mine is straight action bar. What do you mean yours is straight action bar? I had it right here, action bar. It says, taking a deep breath and fly to the target location, spewing molten cinders. You are immune to movement impairing and loss of control while flying. Cinders deal such and such damage to enemies. See, it doesn't say anything in here about going back. If it shows it on yours, Laser, if it shows it on yours, put a screenshot. Go into the Discord and put a screenshot. I want to see it. Like, so I understand. Is your ability a different ability? Do you have some sort of different talents? Is it like a talent that's letting you do that? Let's see. I just saw this. Or if you want, you can share. I guess you can share your screen. Here. Let's watch. Let's take a look. All right, I'm watching your screen. Now here's your where's deep breath. I don't even see it on your bars. Here it is. Okay. Are you left clicking to do it? Okay, so you're left. See, mine doesn't do that though. So did you notice how yours didn't go on cooldown? See how, like, did you notice that when you went to click the icon with your mouse, that the cooldown wasn't there until you clicked it to return? I'm pretty sure mine went into cooldown before that. Here, watch. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna put on the C key again. Watch. I'm gonna left click it. Watch to see when this goes on cooldown. You see that? It was already on cooldown. But did you see how mine went to cooldown instantly, and yours didn't? Like when you did yours, you didn't see the cooldown until you went down here, clicked it again. Are you sure it's not a talent? Are you sure you don't have some sort of talent that does that? It did not change to recall? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, all I'm doing is I got it on the bar. Are you a Devastation? Are you a Devastation Evoker, or are you a healing? Is there a difference? Let's see. Let's look it up. Evoker, deep breath, recall does not work on Devastation. but it works on Devastation. But it's not working for me. Well, you know, I mean, I believe you. It's not working for me, though. Not only is it not working for me, but it doesn't look like... Yeah, let's do it again. But it doesn't look like yours. Like, I don't see... You know, yours is behaving differently. And you clicked it with your mouse button, too. I mean, I know you clicked it with your mouse button to return. So you have it on, what is that? I can't really see your screen. Is that like the R key or something? But you're just clicking with your left mouse button? I think that's your R key, isn't it? Yeah, go ahead and do it. Ah. I have no explanation for that. I have absolutely no explanation. Yeah, hover over it in your... Yeah, let's see it in your... Hover over the tooltip again in here and see if it reads the same. I'm pretty sure it does. I was looking at it before. It's on cooldown. Left column. Furthest left column, about the fourth one down. Yeah, it reads the same. Taking a deep breath and fly. Deep breath. Why does it say black? Deep breath, black. Are there different... Hold on a second. Let's see. Black. Okay. See, it says taking a deep breath and fly to the target location. Your blah, 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 blah. Okay. I think it has to be... Okay, I think I know what's probably going on. I think it has to be because I've changed the way it works, right? Like, if you go into control... I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Because, see, empowered spell input... Now, that's empowered spells, though. So that doesn't make it... That doesn't mean anything. Let's try turning off my add-on. I hope this isn't the issue. I really hope this isn't the issue. Is it magic of the black dragonfly? I figured it was something to do like with that. I hope this isn't the issue, but let's take a look. Now, see, when you click, like if you click the button, see how mine gets this weird green, like square around it? Does yours didn't do that, did it? Man, this is so weird. This is really bizarre. Like, go ahead and just click your skill. Don't cast the deep breath, but just click it and drag out the reticle. Does your button get this weird green? It does. Okay, it does. You get the same green, like, kind of square, the border that appears around it. Huh. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why it's not doing it. I don't get it. Here, let's try. I did disable one of my add-ons. Let's see if it should make a difference, but let's try this. But notice how when I do it, it immediately goes into cooldown. You see that? Notice how once I cast it, I immediately go into cooldown state. Whereas when you cast it, you don't go into cooldown state until you recall. So there's something, you know what I mean? Yeah, mine doesn't. Mine doesn't, so I have no idea why. No idea. Why am I not flagged war mode? What? Okay, well this is bogus. Where's the flight master? Apparently I didn't turn war mode on, which is bullshit because I'm gonna lose out on a bunch of experience. I've lost out on a bunch of experience because I didn't turn war mode on. I thought I did, but I've been leveling up so many new characters that
Have a good one.
I probably turned it on a couple of my others. I'm currently leveling up a Death Knight, and I'm probably going to be leveling up a Subtlety Rogue. So we're leveling up the Devastation Evoker, Unholy Death Knight, and Subtlety Rogue. Not sure if I'm going to finish leveling up my Protection Paladin or not. I haven't decided. It's a general Evoker talent. General. I don't know what you. Oh, it's a yeah. See, I figured it was probably a talent. See, I figured it had to be a talent. Fourth row, second from the left. Yeah, so recall. Now, let's take a look. Is this something? And you know what's really interesting about that? You know what's really interesting about that, though, Laser, is it is not a talent, which really surprises me. It's not a talent that is recommended for PvP, which surprises me a lot. So what do you mean? So Wowhead is right about? So Wowhead is right about what? But it surprises me that the recall is not necessarily like in the PvP builds I'm looking at. It's not picked up. Let's do a look for some other PvP builds. I was looking at the skill capped build. Let's see. Wow, Dragonfly or. Oh, did I miss your comment? I don't even see your comment, HC Gaming. If I scroll up, there is no comment from you. I don't see the only comments I see from you are so Wowhead was right. If I scroll up to through the text, that's the only one from you. So if there is one that I'm not seeing it, I see James B, and then I see a bunch from Laser, and then I see. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't post links in YouTube stream chat. You can do it in the Discord, in my Discord, if you want. Yeah, which I'm sure my Discord is open here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, there's the Discord link. If you go to the Discord, you can post it in the in the chat general section, if you want to. But I'm sure so yeah, so it's a talent, which is kind of what I thought. I figured it was probably a talent. Remember, Laser? I was like, if yours is doing that, it's probably some sort of talent. But what's interesting is that I would think that would be really good for PvP. I would think it'd be really nice to have the option to recall to where you were. For lots of, I mean, I can think of a lot of ways in PvP that would be really useful. So I'm really surprised that for a PvP build for the Evoker, that they don't recommend that. Let's go Devastation Evoker PvP build. And let's see. Wowhead. Yeah, skill capped doesn't have it. If you go to talents, my virus protection always freaks out about about that. Let's go class. You can see they don't have it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This ability right here, they don't have it on the skill caps. They don't recommend it. Let's take a look at Wowhead. Let's see. Devastation Evoker. This page is outdated. Oh, great. They don't have it either. Right? Recall. They don't recommend it either. Interesting. And in this build, they don't have it. Yeah. So probably not one I'm going to use, but a little surprising. What's up, Onyx? How's it going? Well, I mean, Deep Breath is one of the key abilities you're using in PvP. I mean, you're definitely using Deep Breath. I mean, I was watching the Arena World Championships today and yesterday, and and you're definitely using Deep Breath. Hey, what's up, Brian? How's it going? Just apparently they're not using the recall. So if you take a look here, This is the Arena World Championship. This was actually streamed 12 hours ago. Let's take, and I want to show you this because Smite is running, this guy here on the bottom right corner, Smite is running a Devastation Evoker, and he's actually putting out some really good damage. So let's just watch. I just want you guys to watch a little bit of this. This was an Arena World Championships match that was streamed earlier today. The team here is Ultima versus Bleached Bones.
Game number 1.
Ooh, we're getting the double dragon.
I absolutely love the double dragon combination. I think this is probably my favorite composition in threes to watch. You've got the double dragon because you got Nethi on the Preservation Evoker, and you've got Smite, which is a great name for a dragon, by the way. You've got, or you probably should have called him. Well, Smite's a good name. What's the name from the Lord of the Rings? Smog. Smog would have been a great name. But anyways, Smite. So you've got Smite on the Devastation Evoker, you've got Nethi on the Preservation Evoker, and of course you got the Failed Druid. Really interesting team comp. I actually really like this. Super exciting, super fun visually to watch this because the Preservation Evoker also has Deep Breath. Preservation Evoker also has Destruction. So even though they're a healer, they can actually put out decent damage, and they still have that Deep Breath. And there's a talent that you can pick up with the new kind of talent tree in the middle, the hero talent tree, whatever it's called, that allows you to direct your Deep Breath. So you can actually curve around. You know, it's not just a straight line. So check this out. This gameplay is really cool.
Coming out from Ultima. Finally, we get to see Smite here on his Devastation Evoker. Cassidy on the Feral Druid. And Bleach Bones going to be running that Thunder Cleave, their kind of bread and butter main composition here. Lontarino back on the Holy Paladin. And immediately a huge opener here onto Jamie. And that's the scary moment here.
But even just like right away, you could just the movement. Like you see Smite go into glide, and then you see Nethi come in and actually do where he picked Smite up and moved him, and so the synergy between Double Dragon is really good because you have the PvP talent which allows you as an evoker to go fly over and pick up your partner and then move him somewhere, you know. Yeah, exactly. So it's really, there's that really cool synergy, and then you have the ability to do double deep breaths, which can stun, and then Smite's rolling the PvP talent. Or the hero talent that allows him to direct the deep breath. So I'll rewind that again so you can kind of see the opener.
Number 1.
But just keep an eye on the dragons and how dynamic the movement is. Like they're like flying all over the map. It's really fun to watch. It's probably it's my favorite team to watch.
Ooh, we're getting the double dragon coming out from Ultima. Finally, we get to see Smite here on his Devastation Evoker. Cassidy on the Feral Druid. And Bleach Bones going to be running that Thunder Cleave, their kind of bread and butter main composition here. Lontarino back on
Smite
the
glides
Holy
away,
Paladin.
gets stunned.
And immediately a huge opener here onto Jamie.
Immediately Nethi
and that's
pulls
the
him
scary
away.
moment here. The Devastation Evoker, especially in the opener, is going to do so much damage. They swap over to Lontar as well. There comes the breath coming out from Smite to try to force the bubble here. Can they get it? The Divine Protection is good here for Lontar. Cassidy now as well running down a little bit on the side of Ultima here as Jamie had to use his Astral Shift in that exchange.
Yeah, this is going to be a rough game for Blizzo if he doesn't decide to go for Cassidy, but is trying to run down Smite. Massive damage on the Evoker so far because the Dragon mobility is just really tough to deal with, tough to keep up with.
Look at how much the dragons are.
Lontar has.
Just notice how much the dragons, the two green bars here, just notice how they're flying all over the map, you know? Their movement is pretty cool to watch. And now here you can see the triple disintegrate. Watch how this triple disintegrate is going to melt these guys. Watch their health just melt.
Very, very much his work cut out. As
didn't melt there that much
the
there.
Eternity
Yeah, now he's
just
melting Jamie.
hailing in on everyone.
Jamie
already down to half HP. Massive heals need to come through for Lontar here. And Nethi just sitting in a very comfortable spot here. Can dip in and out of the fight. No real danger on him at the moment. But the swap over onto Smite is good. With the Elemental Stun followed up on the Stormbolt, Blizzo can bring in some good damage. And this Thunder comp really has been working massively for Bleached Bones. So far this season, they haven't lost a single game with it, and Smite is down to 20%. Nethi in a full repentance. This could be over already, Zico.
Yeah, Smite's flying in right now, trying to stay alive. Beautiful time stop there coming out from Smite, stalling that CC chain onto Nephi. Now Jamie under heavy fire. The glare comes out for Lontar, trying to slow down the damage just for a minute here. But Jamie still down to about 50% HP. This feral damage really is tough to deal with as Jamie finally is proccing some lava burst down to 20% HP. Jamie, the Saved by the Light procs for him. Lightning Lasso coming out there as well. Lontar has so much healing ahead of him to do. He's dropping low. Jamie's dropping low, but still keeping up with the damage. It's going to be up to Blizzo here to really get that pressure onto Smite, try to stick to his target as much as possible. Beautiful quell there around the corner onto Lontar, just interrupting him. A back-to-back interrupt there as the double blue beam. Oh my goodness, Lontar almost going down there in that kick. That was beautiful double kick coming out from the dragons, but he does manage to get that bubble off.
Now, when he talked about the double kick, I'm assuming he's talking about the tail whip. You know, laser. You know, the tail whip. So Lontar is the paladin healer, and he gets caught by the pole here, and there's two dragons on him, and I'm believing they're double tail whipping him to like interrupt his attempt to heal. So let's rewind it just a little bit, see if we can see that. Now watch for Lontar to get stuck on this pillar here.
Damage really is tough to deal with as Jamie finally is proccing some lava burst down to 20% HP. Jamie, the Saved by the Light procs for him. Lightning.
You can see Lontar's right here. He's already down to around 45% health.
That's coming out there as well. Lontar has so much healing ahead of him to
So Lontar, now the dragons are gonna team up on and jump on him here in a second.
He's dropping low. Jamie's dropping low, but still keeping up with the damage. It's gonna be up to Blizzo here to really get
Now here they're starting to go around.
that pressure onto Smite, try to stick to his
Okay, he's got the double devastation, one hitting Blizzo, one hitting Lontar.
target as much as possible. Beautiful quell there around the corner on
Now both dragons jump over, and you can see Lontar started to do something, but he was interrupted, which was probably a tail swipe.
to Lontar, just interrupting him. A back-to-back in.
And look, he just almost annihilated him with their double, both of them doing the devastate.
Interrupt there as the double blue beam. Oh my goodness, Lontar almost going down there in that kick. That was beautiful double kick coming out from the dragons, but he does manage to get that bubble off barely in time.
Look at the
Yeah, the
disintegrates.
follow-up Mamestone from Cassidy also on point. Lontar
The beams
really
of death.
being put in a vice there. And in comes the deep breath all the way around the back of the pillar. Lontar hodging Smite on arrival though. Nethi trying to get in and follow up. Blizzo trying to play defensive. Jamie getting rooted up.
Look at the dragons just flying around.
Something possibly for his healer, but Lontar pops the divine protection. Only has a lay on hands to work with as
What's really good about this team is double. I think to me, dragons like evokers like. Dragons are squishy if you can get a hold of them. Like, they don't have the best defensives. Like, they're not super... They're fairly squishy. The problem is, to get onto the dragons is very difficult because they have an ability, a talent that they use that when they hit you with, like, one of their beams, it, like, slows you down, like, 90%. Like, 90% speed reduction, and then it drops down a 10% every second over a span of, like, I don't know, like 6 seconds or something. I think we've got it here on my... I can show it to you. So if I go into my talents, I'm actually running. It's called Crippling Force. So when you hit somebody with Disintegrate, it amplifies Permeating Shield to reduce movement speed by an additional 5% each time it deals damage up to 80%. So it does eventually like slow people down, like 80% slow. And there's a talent that I think there's a talent that actually might synergize with this. If I can spell crippling. I think there is. I could be wrong. No, I thought there might be, because I remember reading this differently, where it basically said that it was like, it did like a 90% speed reduction, and then it decayed, you know, by 10% over like every second, over like 6 seconds or something. But anyways, the point is, even with this ability here, Crippling Force, every time you're disintegrating people, and you're, especially what you want to do as an evoker, as a Devastation Evoker, is you want to hit Glide. I think it's called Glide, right? This ability, where's my, right here. Hover, sorry, Hover. You want to use Hover, which allows you to move 30% faster. And Hover also allows you to use Disintegrate while you're moving. So what you're going to do is you're going, when someone like Melee's coming after you, you're going to hit Hover. You're going to move away from them. You're going to hit them with Disintegrate while you're moving away. And that's also going to add that slow to them. So it makes it really easy to kite. And that's why evokers are very difficult to kill, because it's hard to get up to them. The thing is, though, if you can put them into a stun and they don't have a way to break out of a stun, they're very squishy. They can take a lot of damage. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. Like, I 100% agree, Brian, that it didn't feel like it flowed. And the first time I played Evoker, I really, really disliked it. But now that I'm playing it, again, because I really wanted to try a class that had some decent damage that would be fun in Battlegrounds. And I think the Evoker is one of those classes that fits that role. And it does have pretty decent mobility, which my favorite things about classes that I like to play are ones that have good movement. I don't like classes that don't have good movement. So I have to have the ability to kind of move around fairly quickly, and the Dragon's got that. Now, I've changed the empowerment abilities, which to me is really important. So when you go in here and you go into combat, I've got press and tap for empowered. By default, it's hold and release. I don't want to ever have to hold a button down. So for me, like for example, I can do like a deep breath here. We screwed it up and moved it. Let's put these back. So for me, like I can do a deep breath, just like that, right? And then I can just hit D to do my fire breath, and I can release the D key. I don't have to hold it down. So I go D, and I can just move it around. And if I want to cancel it, I just move my character, right? So it's not too bad, right? See, I can just hit D to start casting it. So that makes it feel a lot less, because that was one of the things that made it feel really janky, was having to hold down the key. I don't have to do that anymore, because it's not too bad. Because if you think about it, when you're casting a spell that has a cast time to it, you're standing still anyway. So it's not too bad. Like if I'm casting here, I'll show you what I mean. So if I'm casting like Living Flame, I can't move while I'm casting. Well, it's the same thing with Fire Breath. I can't move while I'm casting. So I just hit the D key, release the D key, and then, again, if I want to break the cast, you can also, if you don't break the cast, you just move. Like, I just move, right? I can even another thing you can do too, is you can just hold down both mouse buttons at the same time. So if I'm casting, I can just hold down left click and right click at the same time, and I'll move forward, right? So you can very easily start the cast. Same thing with the other empowered ability, which is Eternity Surge. Well, you have to have a target for Eternity Surge, which I don't like that. I really dislike that. That to me feels really, really bad. So that's because you have to remember that. Like this skill, you don't have to have a target. Like if I target myself, I can still do this. But if I target myself and try to use Eternity Surge, it'll just say invalid target. So I don't know why they do that, because it is a conal attack, right? Like if I'm standing here, I do know why they do that. The reason they do that is because I believe that the primary target takes more damage. So basically, the person you have targeted, it says focus your energies to release a salvo of pure magic, dealing such and such damage to an enemy, damages additional enemies. So the reason you have to have a target is because the target takes the most damage, and then people nearby take some damage. So that's why it's done that way. But yeah. So anyway, and then the other thing is you have this skill called Tip the Scales, which makes Eternity Surge instant cast. So that helps a lot, right? I can go boom, 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 and immediately cast Eternity Surge by using Tip the Scales. It is a 2-minute cooldown though. So after like changing it to the click and not the hold, it's like, that helps a lot. And then as far as like the cast, like for me, I use mouse wheel up. So like I don't have to click to do deep breath. I could be moving around. I just have to stop steps for a split second, mouse wheel up. And I like that because it's my left index, my left index finger on my right hand is going to press the left click to actuate Dragon's Breath. So the fact that I'm just mouse wheeling up, I don't have to worry about my left hand. My left hand doesn't have to do anything. So to cast a deep breath, my left hand, it isn't required that my left hand click anything. It's all done by my right hand. So I really like that. So mouse wheel up, boom, deep breath, right? So to me, Brian, to me, like when you have classes that have abilities that are janky, like you said, because the first time I played Evoker, it felt really like it didn't flow, which is really important to me that classes flow. If you have a class that doesn't flow, you have to try to figure out how can you make it flow. And so I think I've done the best I can to make these abilities work in a way that doesn't feel quite so clunky. It's still not perfect, and it's still not my preferred. I really don't. The way some of these abilities work, they're just inherently going to be kind of clunky. But I am enjoying it more now. You know what I mean? This is my second time around trying to play this class, and I am enjoying it a lot more. And just understanding how it works. Like I use this ability here, which is called Dragon Rage, right? let's see, and let's wait 16 seconds because I'm going to try something. So if we use an empowered ability during Dragon's Rage, it extends the duration of Dragon's Rage by 5 seconds, and Dragon's Rage is 18 seconds, so we can get it up to 23 seconds total. So what you want to do, I think, is you want to save your tip the scales and make sure that it's not on cooldown, right? And so you can do Dragon's Rage, right? I can do Dragon's Rage. I can go ahead and do something like this. And you can see, and now I'm going to go ahead and do boom, boom, boom. And that should actually increase the duration of it. You can see up here it's 9 seconds left, right? I wasn't watching it, but I'm going to guess that it did increase the range, right? But you can see with Dragon's Rage, I mean, you can just spam. Because what happens when Dragon's Rage is, once Dragon's Rage is up, every time, like when I cast Azure Strike, I have this ability that every time I cast Azure Strike, it has a chance to proc a free Pyre or Disintegrate, right? And you'll see that because you'll get this visual. See this visual to my left here? This means that, and you can see these buttons are highlighted. So Pyre, which is this one, or Disintegrate, either one I want to cast is going to be free. When you cast Dragon's Rage, when you cast Azure Strike, you have a chance to proc that. It's just a chance. It's like, I don't know what it is, like 20%, 30%. It's probably like 20%. But during Dragon's Rage, during that 18 seconds, it's 100%. So you can, every time you cast Azure Strike, you're going to get, after that, you're going to get a free cast of Disintegrate or Pyre. And then I guess there's a talent that lets you shoot and Disintegrate to multiple targets. I think it's probably a hero talent. I don't have that yet, obviously, because I'm too low level, but Disintegrate hits for insane damage. And you can see in this, we'll go back to the arena match here in a second. But anyway, so what I'm saying is, after just figuring out how that works, how the character works, that makes a big difference. So yeah, and to me, for me to get to play a character for PvP and make it feel good, I have to do Battlegrounds as I'm leveling up. I have to do Battlegrounds from level 20 all the way to level 80. I can't just level to 80 doing PvE, jump into Battlegrounds, and try to PvP because I'm just going to get annihilated. I have to get in there at level 20, play around, see what works, see what doesn't work, see how squishy I am, and then at level 30, as I start picking up more and more skills and talents, I can work them into my game. I can say, okay, I didn't have this ability at 20, but now at level 30, I've got this talent, this talent. How is this going to help me? What kind of effect? I get to really see how the talents, as I'm acquiring them, what kind of impact they have on my gameplay. And if I don't do that and I just level straight PvE all the way to 80, then go into a PvP arena, I have so many skills at my disposal, I don't feel like I have any kind of bearing on what works well in what situation. Whereas if I do Battlegrounds as I'm leveling up, I figure all that out. All that gets figured out naturally. So by the time I hit to 80, I'm 100% ready to go. I'm I understand what I'm doing. I understand what my weaknesses are. I understand how to stay alive against certain classes. You know what I mean? Yeah, the problem with private servers is you're not really usually going to get very good PvP. Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to really get a lot of good PvP. One of the biggest reasons I play retail WoW, and whether I play classic era or this War Within, one of the biggest reasons I do is because we have a good population. There's a good player base. Private servers. The only reason I played private servers was when there was no vanilla WoW. When vanilla WoW didn't exist, I played vanilla WoW on private servers because I love vanilla WoW. Yeah, but once classic WoW came out, we had vanilla WoW on retail. I played there just because there's so many more people. There's just a better player base. Yeah. Anyway, so I know exactly what you mean, Brian. I was very much not liking the Evoker, but I'm definitely feeling better about it. And one thing I could say is, and like Laser was talking about it as well, they're changing the class a lot. When it first came out, it was just preservation. Then they came out, I think it was just the healing, right? I don't even think they had devastation. And correct me if I'm wrong, but when Dragonflight came out, wasn't there just Preservation Evoker and that was it? And then they added, there might have been Devastation, I can't remember, but then they added Augmentation Evoker, which is more of a tanky support class, and now they're currently adding the ability for Drakthir to play other classes, so you'll be able to have a Drakthir warrior, and And like what Laser was saying is the Drakfur warrior will be able to be in the human form, right? So you won't be in dragon form when you're playing. I don't know if you can play. I don't know if you can play in dragon form when you're the warrior. I don't know if it's an option where you get to choose, but I don't really know. I would assume it would make sense if you didn't, because it'd be a lot of work for them to have to do the animations for both. You know, like all the class. Like if I'm gonna live the director play warrior, I've got to do every animation. I got to do whirlwind. I've got to do all of those for both. Although it won't be that much bigger work for the human form because they pretty much already have those animations. I don't know if I have the ability to turn back into human right now. I don't know if that's like a level thing. Like I don't see it. You know? You don't think they're that lazy with WoW anymore? I do think that I do see an improvement in some areas of World of Warcraft. I do see that it feels like they are listening to the player base a little bit. You know, that they are trying to make changes that people want. I also feel that the changes they've done so far in the War Within for PvP have been pretty good. That they've been pretty good at identifying which classes are too strong and kind of have done a good job just to kind of weaken them, and the ones that aren't strong enough, they've made stronger. So I think PvP-wise, I've been very impressed with, the changes. I think have been really good. Like Fury Warrior was super OP, and they've really toned that down. Fury Warrior is now just good. It's just good, whereas before it was amazing. But anyways, if you get back to this, I just think it's super exciting to watch Double Dragon in PvP, but you really get a chance to see the Devastation Evoker and what it can do. But it's a tricky class to play. It's not. I don't want to say it's a glass cannon, but I would say out of all the DPS casters, I think Devastation Evoker is one of the more squishy ones. They're just hard to track down, but once you do get them locked down, you can blow them up pretty quick.
Jamie tries to bring in the off-fields, gets kicked off that. Cassidy feared to Nirvana on the other side of the map at the moment. Blizzo, he's popping CDs. He's looking to get aggressive here onto Smite or Nephi, whoever he can really touch, while Jamie is taking out Cassidy. So much damage on the counter pressure here by Bleached Bones, but how far is it going to go with the heroism rolling in? Nephi has to trade out the Emerald Community, and for the moment, the game becomes a standstill.
Yeah, Lonta gets off that Cheers Deliverance there behind the pillar as well, but now caught up in a bash into a sleepwalk. He has the trinket, but that's his last line of defense. Jamie now caught up in a stun into a stun. He could go down here, but massive.
So did you see the two deep breaths? Like they're trying to kill Jamie. One dragon comes flying from the left with deep breath, and then another one, Smite, comes flying from the top of the screen. Because they both have deep breath, right? So check this out.
Taking out Cassidy, so much damage on the counter pressure here by Bleached Bones, but how far is it going to go with the heroism rolling in? Nephi has to trade out the Emerald Community, and for the moment, the game becomes a standstill.
Yeah, Lonta gets off that Cheers Deliverance there behind the pillar as well, but now caught up in a bash into a sleepwalk. He has the trinket, but that's his last line of defense. Jamie now caught up in a stun into a stun. He could go down here, but massive stone for coming out for Jamie, and that's going to slow down the damage here for just a second as Blizzo as well is starting to rot down. There's so much damage. It's such an explosive matchup. Anybody could go down. Lonta could be in trouble. Divine Protection around the corner, has the wings as well active, and he's trying to cross the map away from these lizards, but they are just chasing him down relentlessly. Look at Nephi lifting Cassidy there behind the pillar, but to swap to Nephi, big damage in this Hammer of Justice, but a nice rescue coming out there from Smite, slowing down the assault for just a second as Blizzo continues to chase Nephi here. Nephi trying to port away, but still taking so much damage. The Spirit Bloom does connect for Nephi. Nice Ursul's Vortex slowing down Blizzo for a second, but he leaps behind the target. He's just tunneling the healer, and at the same time, Lontar also dealing with the dragon as well as Cassidy, just chasing him around the corner. Nephi still not out of the woods.
Nephi almost dead.
He could go down here. Jamie with big damage. Hodge on the trinket. Glare comes out for Lontar as well. Nephi trying to wrap around the corner, has the Obsidian Scales active, and he manages to escape for just a second, but mana is not looking good on either side, and both of these healers basically running out of cooldowns.
Yeah, Wings now popped in from Lontar. He only has a sack available, and Nethi is basically out of options here, except for maybe the Dream
Look at the
Projections. But
damage.
how much can that really do? Maim stun here onto Lontar. After the follow-up here, Jamie down to 20%, solid inline here, but he gets a big shield. Pops in the Astral Shift. Nethi down to 40% as well. The damage is hailing in on both sides. Who can get the better CC setup here? Smite gets inline, gets hexed. Cross CC the Fear onto Cassidy. They swap over onto Nethi, trying to run him down, but Blizzo swaps over onto Smite. Cap Totem follows him up, interrupts his hover, but not quite enough. The Shockwave double stun. Blizzo with a big cleave, trying to take him down, but doesn't quite catch the damage through. The time time dilution is coming through. Nethi's last defensive out the window.
Jamie.
Swap over into Blizzo. So much cleave damage here from the Lizard.
Look at the dragon come fly. Look at the dragons flying through.
Smite flies through with a deep breath.
I love that.
So much CC on every single person on Bleached Bones. How is Lontar keeping them alive right now? He gets a precog and gets the cast in. Jamie peels for himself with the Lightning Lasso, but Smite has the follow-up. This might be all over. The tank is empty, and the Blind Pig goes to Ultima.
Ultima coming out of woodwork here with the double dragon comp.
The double dragon. I just love seeing those deep breaths. To see two dragons flying around the map is just hilarious, man. It's so much fun to watch. So, all right, let's go ahead and queue a battleground. I don't know if I want to do a dungeon. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and so it wasn't my add-on. So let's go ahead and put the add-on back. Okay. So we can get my offset camera. I wish I could change, you know. I wish I could change. You gotta go. All right, I'll see you, Onyx. Have a good one, man. Are you going to work? No, you can't be going to work. It's Saturday, right? Here, hold on a second. Let's get. All right, I was gonna say I wish I could turn off. See, I use the offset camera because I like that. But when I get this proc, you can see it's because my character's not in the middle. It kind of sits over the top of my character, which is kind of annoying. But I need the proc because it's really useful. So it's really helpful. All right, we are level 35. I guess we should go ahead and do dungeon. I'm getting tired, but I'm an old man. It's hard for me to. Park run. Okay, you got to go run in the park. Is that what you're saying? Oh, I'm tired. So I do need to get this character up because the goal of this character is to do PvP. It's the goal of all my characters. I don't play WoW to do PvE. I play WoW to do PvP. Yeah, and to get this character up. And so we do have this one interesting build that we did just pick up, which is called Renewing Blaze. The flames of life surround you for 8 seconds. While this effect is active, 100% of the damage you take is healed back to you over 8 seconds. So that's pretty interesting. Do we have a raid dummy? Let's see. Does this thing hit us? Let's take a look. No? Where's the one? This one maybe? No. Where's the one that hits us? This one? I thought one of these would actually hit you. Guess not. Oh, we got a battleground. Oh, this isn't one of the better battlegrounds for me because it's oh shit, it's already started and we're losing. This is not one of the better battlegrounds for a dragon. But we'll see what we can do.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Shit.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, you can see it's just you can see just all it took was a 100 to cast one rapid fire and I died. That's why I said like at this level you're so squishy. All that was just 100 casting one. That was a one button press. He just pressed for rapid fire and I died. Not a fun. This is not a fun map for the dragon. Wasted my big damage ability just to kill him. It's like I'm gonna make sure that I kill somebody in this battleground.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
2 fucking hunters, you gotta be kidding me.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I can't do anything against hunters. I literally can't do anything with hunters. The problem, one of the biggest weaknesses of the Destruction Evoker is that you have no range, right? So a hunter can shoot you, like, from really far away, and you can't even hit them. Like, you literally cannot hit them. Because all your abilities only have a 25-yard range. So if you look at this 25-yard range, 25-yard range. Actually, this one's a little different. But all of your, like your disintegration, your core abilities, they're all 25-yard range. Whereas a hunter can shoot you at a much further range. So before you can even get to a hunter, you're going to be dead, right? Like, see, I can't.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
It's just like, it's pointless. Yeah. You can't do anything. Well, plus you've got this hunter who's, I guarantee you this hunter's like level 80 or something. You get people that queue into these battlegrounds that are like already max level. I mean, you got a hunter who's doing 147,000 damage. It's more than double anybody. Look, I'm doing what, 14k? Of course, I'm just getting killed in 2 seconds. But yeah, you got these idiots who come in here and... Yeah, see, like he said, I can't stand that hunter, bro. Just one taps. Yeah, he just hits one button and you die. So... Unfortunately, that's one of the worst things. Yeah. Actually, it's way better. That's not true. But yeah, I would imagine that a Destruction Evoker versus like a Hunter would be in like at 80 is probably going to be really difficult. Oh man, I just popped all my cooldowns to try to kill that Hunter, and the battleground ended. Which mount is this one?
What are you looking for?
The Flourishing Whimsy Drake? It's kind of an ugly mount.
I supply only the finest goods. Be careful.
What levels do I have to be to get the PvP here? We could get a lower level PvP set. But yeah, that's the frustrating part with the Evoker, is it feels, man, it feels really squishy at this level.
Good. You're
Hoping that there's more. I haven't really looked at the talents,
Onora's rage.
but I'm hoping there's a lot more
When the
talents that
winds
make
are
us a
still,
lot,
I will suspect the worst.
that make us not so squishy. Like,
The Tirai, Shikar, and
That I don't
Onir
know.
clans must rally to free her and defeat Balakar Khan. Do what must be done to prepare them. Our combined forces will meet outside
I can spare no hunters for the Kanamatra now. The proto-dragon Granith was nearly in our grasp when Balakar's warriors ambushed us. We must retake our weapons of war and drive the Nokud back. When Granith's blood soaks the ground, our purposes can align.
Let fly!
why are they looking at me? I'm not the tank. Go tank, what are you doing?
Well done! Keep retaking the weapons! 2 more remain! Nearly there! See to the final weapon! The battle has turned! The weapons are ours!
Worthless! I will dispose of the outsiders myself!
Granite has landed! Strike now!
Star darkens! Die! This land is mine! Tremble! before primal power. Die!
Ready to fire!
Incarnates!
My thanks. The Shikar will hunt Balikar down at Nokudan Hold.
But I've gone up against, I've got my protection warrior at level 80 who's got pretty much almost all her conquest gear, and I've actually gone up against Devastation Evokers one-on-one with my protection warrior, and I can tell you that they're not super squishy. I can kill them. The problem with them is they're hard to catch because their movement's really good. That's really the key to the Devastation Evoker, is really the movement. The problem with that, though, is I'm not a ranged person, so I'm not like a hunter. I think hunters are kind of like kryptonite for Devastation Devastation Evokers
Song to conjure an avatar of
to
the
some
storm.
degree.
Blasphemy! The storm must be quieted and the elemental within it defeated before Clan O'Neill can join. Truly a blasphemous idol. Continue your work. The Primalist's power weakens. One more totem, quickly.
I wonder if this interrupt, is this interrupt a ranged interrupt? Interrupt. Yeah, it's 25-yard range.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
The final totem crumbles. Now take down the avatar of the storm.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Look at my DPS though. Holy shit. I'm at 1239 DPS per second. That's like way more than anybody else. That's pretty good. But again, man, you just got to figure out like how to stay alive versus hunters, man. That's going to be interesting. I think it's really just a DPS race. Like if a hunter's after me, I'm going to have to somehow just burst him as fast as I can. It's really the only thing I can do against hunters.
Eagles will feast on your flesh. The first ancestors shall rise.
Eagles will feast on your flesh.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I cannot face my ancestors.
First time I've rezzed somebody. Look at that. First time I've ever actually cast my res. That's pretty cool animation.
Eagles will feast on your flesh. The first ancestors shall rise.
Eagles will feast on your flesh.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Kind of sucks. Won't let me use my deep breath there.
Raise me again.
Big burst there. This is a big burst.
Why has our rest been disturbed? Necromancers? On our sacred grounds?
This is what has become of our legacy? Flee before me!
The wind guides my arrows.
Peace at last.
Protect my children. Balakar Khan is beyond mercy. Clan Tirai will join our Khan at Nokudan Hold.
Mm. 14 slot bag. Yeah, you gotta love those 14 slot bags. Yeah, like what have I got? Like 30. I've got 32 slot bags, and they're not even considered that good.
Blessings.
My storm will bring forth a mightier Maruk. Greatness awaits us. Your skulls will shatter beneath my hooves! Slashed and skewered! If the Eagle Mother will not Ancestors, forgive me.
Balakar's weapon will be broken. He will not take a place of honor with the Ancestor Khans. My thanks, outsider. Onara now flies free, and without Balakar's influence, Clan Nokud may heal.
I think I'm gonna get to bed. I'm pretty tired. I wanted to see what level do I have to be to get. Okay, we have to be level 50, and we are currently 36. So when we get to 50, we'll set up a PvP set of gear. See if that helps us. 'Cause right now, the hunters are just absolutely blowing us up in battlegrounds, which not that surprising probably at this level. What does this do? Your magic damage done is increased. Gosh. I see Emerald Blossom or Verdant Embrace reduces the cast time of your next living flame. Ooh, Emerald Blossom or Verdant Embrace. What's Verdant? Which one's Verdant Embrace? Oh, that's that one. Reduce the cast time of your next living flame. So that's pretty cool. That's actually pretty useful because in a PvP situation, if we're taking quite a bit of damage, what we can do is go boom, boom. And you can see it really reduce the cast time. Only problem is my keybinds aren't really. Let me try that again. Out of range. So it's weird, like casting, because basically for me, shift 4. I may want to change that to something else eventually. So shift 4, shift 3 is what we want to do. Shift 4. Okay, that works. It's just it was on global cooldown. Okay, cool. So that works. Yeah, so that's a nice little kind of oh shit. That's basically going to heal us for, let's see, 600 and then 1565. So we're looking at about 2,000 heal, and it takes about, let's see, 40% off of that, 10%, it's 1.7, 2, 3, 4, 2, 5, 6.8. So you're looking at it takes it almost down to a 1 second cast. So if we do Emerald Blossom, watch, this should be almost, let's see if it shows. Yeah, it even says, see that 1 second cast. Really it's 1.1, but, or 1 point, so it's pretty close. It's 1 second cast. So I like that talent point, that's actually pretty good. Because normally it's much slower. See, look, 1.7 is quite a bit slower. Cool. Yeah. All right. Pretty cool. I think that's it, guys. I think I'm gonna get to bed. Level 36. I think we were like level 24. So I've got leveling several characters for PvP. We've got the Unholy DK, which is level 32. Destruction Evoker, level 36. And I'm also thinking about leveling up my rogue, my subtlety rogue, which is currently level 26. So, anyways, hope you guys are having a good night. I guess it's morning. It's 2 a.m. here in Florida. Wherever you guys are in the world, I hope you're having a good one. I will be streaming tomorrow, probably most of the day, hopefully. I'm going to focus mostly on probably leveling the Evoker. I may jump in at one point tomorrow and play some of the Rogue. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any DK tomorrow. The Unholy DKs, I spent some time getting the Unholy DK kind of figured out, and the rotations on the Unholy, I think I've pretty much gotten those down, mostly. You know, like basically on the Unholy DK, if you're doing a PP situation, you're going to Chains of Ice, you're going to go in, you're going to hit your Outbreak, and then you're going to stack a couple Festering Strikes, and then you're just going to use Scourge Strike. So basically, Chains of Ice, Outbreak, Festering Strike. Every time you do a Festering Strike, it puts up a debuff on the target. So if we go here, let's just right. Outbreak. And you can see there's 2 charges here. So if I go Festering Strike, it's hard to tell because the mob died. Let's see if I can do one without killing the mob. I'll go Outbreak. Now if I do Scourge Strike, it removes both stacks. But the point is, when you're using your Scourge Strike, you want to be... See, it says it causes 1 Festering Wound to burst, so you want there to be Festering Wounds on the target because you do more damage. So that's kind of the thought process behind that. And then there's other things that we've got that we can do to do damage here. Let's take out Jade here. He's worth a little bit of experience. So we can go in. All right, we can get our different decay down. Outbreak. Get a couple star. We can do this, do that. Summon all of our pets. So now we've got all our pets up. So yeah, so I've kind of got the DK rotation down. The DK rotation is not bad. It's pretty simple. And there we go. There's the DK. It's weird seeing her ears, night elf ears, coming out of that hat. It looks pretty funny. So yeah, so we've got the Unholy DK, which Unholy DKs are pretty good in PvP. We've got the Devastation Evoker, and of course I've got my level 80 Protection Warrior, who I can basically kill almost anybody 1v1. I had a very, very good Beast Mastery Hunter duel me on my Protection Warrior, and I beat him, and he was like, "Holy shit, I didn't know you were protection." But I have only lost 1v1 fights on my Protection Warrior, like literally like twice. Like in a straight up 1v1 fight where it's just me versus one other person, I think I've only ever lost maybe twice. I think one time it was an elemental shaman and the other time it was like an enhancement shaman. Like I don't think I've ever lost against a lock, a mage, anybody. I don't think anybody's... Maybe a Devastation Evoker might have taken me out. But you know, the Protection Warrior, like for 1v1s, is like insanely good. Like insanely good. Anyways, I'll catch you guys.